Back in 1908, it was called Alabama Girls Industrial School, and Condi Cunningham was one of the students who lived on the fourth floor of the main residence hall. Late one night, Connie and her friends were using a burner to make hot chocolate in her room. This was against the rules, but Condi and her friends were doing it anyways. They were all sitting on Condi's bed in their nightgowns when someone accidentally knocked over the burner. The bed caught fire, and so did Connie Cunningham's nightgown. She began to panic and ran down the hallway screaming for help. Now, as most people know, running is the worst thing you can do when you're on fire. You're supposed to drop on the ground and roll around, but unfortunately, Condi didn't know that. She ran up and down the hallway screaming for help, and this only fanned the flames. The flames grew larger and larger, completely consuming her body. Her friends could only watch in horror as Condi finally collapsed and died. Her body was burned to a crisp. Ever since her death, Condi Cunningham's ghost has haunted the fourth floor of the old residence hall. Students living on that floor have reported hearing the horrifying screams of a girl echoing through the hallways. Others have heard footsteps running up and down the hall when no one is there. Some have even heard a girl's voice crying, "Help me." Late one night, a girl who was staying in Condi's old room heard noises outside her door. When she opened her door, she was shocked to see a fiery apparition running down the hallway, its body burned and blackened as flames blazed around it like a human torch. When the girl went back to her room, she saw her bed was on fire. The next morning, she left the university and never returned. Of all the paranormal events that surrounded this girl on fire, the strangest is what happened to the wooden door of Condi's old room. Right after Condi's death, her friends said they saw the image of Condi's burning face appear in the wood. The school administrator had the door replaced, but Condi's face began appearing in the new door. They replaced the door numerous times, but every time, the image of the face came back in the wood. The girls were all so freaked out by this that eventually they just removed the door and put it in a storage room. Even today, Condi's room has no door, and none of the girls at Montevallo University will stay in the room, so it remains vacant. The students who live there today still swear that their doors open and close of their own accord, and some have sensed the presence of Condi's ghost coming into their room. Her ghost has even been known to go into the shower areas and scream her head off. The girls say that when she roams the hall, she doesn't do it quietly. She runs and screams through the halls as if she is still on fire.